This is an iconic song, and many of these types of videos I've done recently make it possible for the guitar player to forget about singing. Why? Because they can act like a one-man band using their acoustic guitar alone. This instrument brings out the harmony and the melody. Here with a D chord we play the third string, then 4, 3, 2, like that. Thinnest string, then a full D chord. After this you make an unusual G chord with the pinky on the second string, 3rd fret, ring on the thickest string, 3rd fret, middle on the 2nd fret, 5th string, and you leave out the thinnest. Play the open B string. You really want to be aware of which notes are ringing out, as in, do you need muting at all? So say you pluck this G string. That's ringing out, that's ringing out. Now, do you need to do any muting? Not really. Make your G chord, you really don't. Maybe here. And I wanted to mention, this should sound nice and even. These middle 2 strings, so it's not like one motion, it's like 2 strings heard at different times, but almost the same time. So starting out here. That covers the first little section. Make your D chord again, play the 3rd string again. This is the same. This is the same. Open. However, now your index lands on the 5th fret thinnest, ring on the 7th fret. That's the 3rd string. Pinky underneath, 7th fret. 7th fret, 2nd string. Here we are here, careful, careful, 3 strings. Nice and even. One thing I wanted to mention with a lot of these videos, even the Christmas ones, with this style of playing, be aware how the pick has to rise and fall. You need real precision. And the clear notes. So the picks going up, down has to be very precise. Land here, land here, land here. Make sure all the strings are clear, your technique is like your posture, everything's on point. Starting out with that same shape, but beginning a new section, we have the 2nd string, 3 strings, move over here to your D chord, upstroke on the thinnest, full D chord, open thinnest, and you want to avoid that kind of excess string noise like I did in the performance part. This familiar G chord like I told you about. And I'd like to mention you can also play like this if you really wanted to. You get the same sound, of course. Open B, take your D chord and play the middle strings. Now you have to be prepared for something interesting coming up, but first, 3rd string, open 2nd string, but if you want to back up a little, we can back up a little bit. We're at this shape here. Move here. However you choose to play it. I might have brushed the thinnest there. So that's the particular sound you want. You don't want this, and you don't want this. because that would be too much or not enough. So you have this, you go. And you want to be sure this rings out the right amount of time like it did in the performance part. Carefully let off. See how it's still ringing? It's interesting. Little subtleties of guitar recording. Open B, middle strings. Now you have to, as I said, be prepared for something interesting. That's open, that's the third string. You're gonna make a B minor, but you're not putting down the whole thing just yet. So the way it rings out is like this. That's with the middle finger, 3rd fret, 2nd string. Ring on the 4th fret, 4th string, pinky underneath, 4th fret, 3rd string. Focusing on strings 4, 3, 2 here. Then you instantly apply the index to the 2nd fret thinnest for this sound. Then you play all 4. Open thinnest string, and then make your D chord and play 4, 3, 2 only. See how I'm pushing down and not picking out, so to speak. Picking out would be like this. It's not the sound we're going for. We're going for an even sound. Even here. So I just want you to pay attention to how things ring out. The song begins with the D chord, of course, then moves to the unusual G chord that I explained, the different options you have. This chord here, where you go 5, 7, 7, move this finger out of the way though, so it's clear. That's another way of playing D. You want clear, even strumming. These chords you should know. For the B minor, that first pick is aiming at specific strings. A lot of what I've done recently involves that kind of technique, so if you haven't seen those other videos, I recommend you look at them. I've done a lot of videos like this so far. I've made a Christmas playlist, and you take these chords you know, but you may find them in brand new locations. The song is not played fast, it's not played quickly, and the song itself never gets old. So my advice is never sacrifice speed for sloppy playing. See how I'm letting that open B string ring out just long enough to make that B minor? Then you add the index finger, play the full thing. Be very careful with how I release the strings, tension on the strings. So take pride in your daily improvements. Thank you.